This is another KC Vibe production. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe.
You wanna listen in your ride, even when you in your crib. Are you ready for this trip? You know nobody do it live like me.
I hope you guys are ready. It's time to get into it.
Let's go.
What's going on, world? Dang, I missed you guys.
Hey, yeah.
I missed you guys so much. We are, if you do not know, the KC Vibe podcast, and we are back to vibe with you guys yet one more again.
Another again.
Dang, it's been a minute.
I say another again.
Yes, another again.
Yep.
It's been a minute. It
Yep.
has been a long minute. It has been a year and a couple months to be exact.
Yeah, that's a hot minute.
Since season 2.
That's a hot minute.
And it's crazy because in season 2 we had said, you know, we're not going to take any more breaks. But lo and behold, look at life. And life is lifing.
Man, isn't it?
Life is lifing.
Isn't it?
But we do have a couple updates. As you have heard already, we have a new intro video. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Bow,
I
bow,
hope y'all
bow,
like that
bow.
thing. I hope y'all like that.
We also have with that intro video, we got a new intro sound.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? We got some new looks coming for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really was hoping that all of our equipment had gotten here on time so that we could do the video for season 3, episode 1. But you know,
Shipping delays, man.
you know, stuff happens and we are not able to do the video, but we did promise you guys that we were going to drop episode 1 on July the 4th.
Yep.
On the 4th of July.
4th of July. 4th? Yeah, 4th.
On the 4th of July,
Yeah.
we're going to drop this video, so we're doing that. But because it is close to this holiday, you might hear some fireworks in the background. As much as we try to soundproof our life.
Yeah. People
The neighbors have been going crazy with these fireworks.
Yep.
You know, they only give you 3 days, and they're going to take advantage of all 3 of them
Man, I'm
days.
telling you, man, like, for real.
I ain't mad at it, though. Lay your best
Now,
on.
one thing I had said earlier is I'm going to make my business to make sure we can pop fireworks on Juneteenth. I think we should be able to do so.
You can pop
You know what I'm
fireworks.
saying? We should be able to pop fireworks on Juneteenth.
I mean, honestly, I think you can pop fireworks whenever you want to pop fireworks. You just have to have approval.
Well, why they make a big deal?
Because we have a firework. What's that firework place that's open?
Yeah, we got a couple like that that's open year round.
So I think you can pop them. You just gotta get permission. Because people pop
I
fireworks.
gotta
for
get permission.
The Super Bowl. People pop fireworks for New Year's. They sell fireworks for gender reveals. So I'm pretty sure you can do it.
I got permission from my ancestors.
I think the only reason why they limit the 4th of July is because you have so many people popping fireworks.
Okay.
And that's when it goes a little cray-cray.
Yeah, that's okay though.
But let's do a life update. What
Yeah.
have we been up to for the past year?
Man, you know what? We've been growing, and
kids been
learning.
growing.
The kids done
Sprouted up.
up. They done got involved with many different things.
Man.
Rick
Drove himself to school today.
Rick got a driver license.
Shoot, I said drive himself to school today. We have our oldest son who has enrolled in barber school.
Yeah.
So he's studying to get his barber's license. He just got his driver's license, and he actually drove himself to school today. You know, our second oldest has picked up a new instrument for the marching band season. So this season she'll be marching with the bass clarinet. Yeah, and she's also moving on to her advanced treble choir.
Yep.
And everything else they got going on. We have our number 3 who is officially starring in her first paid production.
And that's something.
Yeah, her first paid production. She is doing Annie with the Variety KC kids.
And yeah. Yeah.
And the amazing part about it is she actually gets to perform alongside with the original Annie from, the original movie. So that's exciting.
We talking about the OG Annie, like the OG.
And then we have, our two youngest who's still trying to figure out life and what they want to do with their life. But at the end of the day, they're still living it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've been busy. It's been a great time, but we missed you guys.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to get back into the podcast.
Absolutely. And like we said, we're going to implement videos into this podcast. We're going to put the stuff on YouTube so y'all can actually see us instead of just hearing us.
Right.
And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have a good time. So, yeah. So,
I'm ready for it.
that's what we're talking about today.
Today, we are talking about what has been on my For You page like crazy.
Okay. So,
you know what's been on my For You page?
What's that?
Ashanti and Nelly.
Ashanti and goddamn Nelly.
And I don't know why it is so many people just have so much to say about their relationship.
Yeah, they all in their business, ain't they?
These folks live.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they popping them fireworks.
Oh gosh.
They all
I'm
in
glad
their
we don't
business.
live in the hood because
Yeah.
I would be terrified.
It sounds like we live in the hood.
Jeez.
But yeah.
So what have you been hearing?
I've been hearing like a whole lot of stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you. I heard a brother say, I'll listen to a video. Mm-hmm. I guess Ashanti and Nelly having this whole big ordeal about, should they stay in St. Louis or uproot and go to New York? And the brother, he kind of made a little sense.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, hey, look, Nelly is worth $75 million in St. Louis. Ashanti is worth $5 million in New York. Why does it make sense to uproot from St. Louis to go to New York when his value is worth more in St. Louis than her value is in New York? I was like, he got a point.
And it's funny because the people who saying that are clearly individuals who have not actually, they going to work out there, are clearly individuals who have not watched the show. Like me, personally, I watched the show. I watched every episode of this first season of the show. And to be honest with you, it made me look at them in a totally different light.
Yeah.
Like, it made me respect their relationship even
yeah,
more, you know?
Of course.
And as far as the whole moving thing is concerned, Nelly even said herself, I understand why, she would want to move to New York. There's family up there. It's very family oriented. It's this family life that he's never wanted. The only thing, he has his businesses in St. Louis, right?
Uh-huh.
I think he has like his grandmother or something in St. Louis that they talked about a lot.
Uh-huh.
But overall, it's like he understands, okay, there's family and stuff in New York.
Yep.
And it's the same thing with Ashanti. Ashanti understands, okay, he has family, he has kids, he has a grandkid, in that St. Louis area. So it's like, if they are sitting here trying to work stuff out within their relationship to figure out where it is they want to live, this dude who did the video, it's like, bro, are you going in on their mortgage wherever they decide to live?
I mean, I understand that. I'm guessing he just putting his 2 cents in, saying if he was in their situation, why would it make sense to go to New York when, like you already said, Nelly has his family there, he has his property there, and he has basically his whole life. I mean, and I understand that she got her whole life and her situation with her family in New York, but they are already established in St. Louis. I mean, does it really make sense?
They are not. He is established, but this is the
But
thing.
when you become married, you become one.
At the end of the day,
right?
At the end of the day,
yeah.
What does it matter?
It don't matter to
nobody.
nobody.
Funny, these jokers end up settling in Atlanta somewhere and not going to either one of them. That's the thing. It's like, it doesn't matter. That's not what had my mind like, what the world?
Yeah.
What I've been hearing a lot is I don't change diapers.
Yeah, that part too.
Everyone has something to say about I don't change diapers.
Somebody at work said that.
This is a prime example, okay?
Yeah.
This is a prime example of people taking bits and pieces of a conversation and running with it, okay?
Okay.
Nelly's exact words was, I will give you the world.
Uh-huh.
I will hire as many nannies as you want.
Yeah.
He even went as far as to say, I'm rich,
Yeah.
but I ain't changing no diapers.
Okay.
You know? And I don't think it was so much as a whole changing a diaper is degrading. This is something I will never do. And bro, man got 6 kids. I'm pretty sure he didn't change diapers before.
Yeah.
I think it was just like you've joked around like that before.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
I ain't gonna. Here, go see your mama.
Yeah.
Go see your mama.
Look, I had.
Yeah.
Look, as soon as I smell it, I'm like, hey, baby. Look, they need to see you. Go, where mom at? Or I go be like, okay, hey baby, can you hold the baby or something like that? And act like I ain't smell nothing.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that's what it is. Where people want to take that and they want to run with it, and they want to make it seem like this guy is being degrading. This guy is being rude. He doesn't want to be a father. He doesn't want to take on these parental responsibilities. They want to talk like this man ain't doing what he's gonna do just because he said, "I will give you the world.
Mm-hmm.
I will buy you as many nannies as you want.
Yeah.
I just ain't changing no diapers."
Yeah. I mean, but I get it. I mean, like you said, this man got all this money, and he ain't got to probably change the diaper because he got the ability to hire all the nannies in the world, I guess. But
the crazy part about it, though, is I don't think it was even a situation where he
Let me ask you a
wasn't changing
question.
diapers. I think it was just a statement that he said and people ran with it.
How does Ashanti feel about that? Now, imagine me, if I had all the money in the world and we had a baby, and I said, hey, I ain't changing no diapers. I can hire any nanny in the world for you or whatever, but me personally, I ain't changing no diaper. That's just like me saying, you gonna change the diaper before I change the diaper. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't say that.
I know he didn't say that. But it's the implementation of what he said that made it seem like that's what it was.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
The context in which people pulled that statement. People want to do sound
I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened.
And I ain't knocking dude, man. But I'm just saying, how would it feel to you, the queen? Hey, we out and about. Ain't no nanny with us. You know what I'm saying? We out and about. The baby done poop. I ain't changing no diaper.
Their nanny.
You changing the diaper
everywhere that they go, and that's the crazy part about it. Like they act like they are out here just giving their children to random people in the street. Their nanny, I think, is like her cousin or something like that. You feel me?
So they're related.
It's like family. Like you can tell by the way that she acts.
Yeah.
The way that she carries herself, the way that she's turning down money, the way that she's, flipping the different shows and all that. You can tell that she is a mother before she is a performer. She's not going to give her kid to any Jane Doe and
say,
Ashanti,
right?
And say, okay. And Nelly, you can tell by the way that he is with his older kids.
Yeah.
You can tell by the way that he acts with his grandkids.
Yeah.
He grew up. He was a father at 17? You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he couldn't afford a nanny back when he was 17. I'm pretty sure he was down in the dirt changing diapers and stuff like that. I think it was a joke that was taken.
Of course it was a joke.
Context.
You know it was a joke. I know it was a joke.
But everyone wants to take this one. And it sounds like every time I see a video about it, or every time I hear someone talk about it, or every time I read about it, it's like you can read it and you can tell that these jokers never watched a full episode. Because to me, I'm looking at them like, dang.
With technology these days, I mean, people are looking at reels and they only seeing certain parts of certain situations and not really looking at the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you watch every episode. So you know what really happened. You know what I'm saying?
And that, even with me watching every episode, I don't know what really happened.
You don't know what really happened. You only know what they show you on TV.
Right. I don't know how they talk about, I ain't a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? But this brings me to this, okay? If you guys have been listening and rocking with us since season 1, you know that every topic I have something that I done pulled off the interwebs to discuss.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that I pulled off of the interwebs to discuss today is something that I
Hold on.
really...
Can I say something? Why are you saying interweb instead of
It's the
internet?
interwebs.
It's
It's
interwebs.
the interwebs. One thing that I have pulled off of the internet.
You gotta trademark that. You know that?
Look, is
What's that? Let me see.
a statement. You ready?
Let's
No.
go ahead. Go ahead with it.
You
baby.
want me to read it?
Go ahead, read it. I ain't in a situation to read right now.
It says no marriage is perfect.
Okay.
Okay? It says those celebrating 20, 30, 40 years of marriage are actually celebrating forgiveness, tolerance, and moving past big mistakes that were made.
Lord have mercy.
Said money doesn't determine a better marriage, but character and loyalty does.
See?
Do I need to run it back?
Run it back.
One time?
Yep.
Run it back? Okay.
Go ahead.
No marriage is perfect. Those celebrating 20, 30, or 40 years of marriage are actually celebrating forgiveness, tolerance, and moving past big mistakes that were made. Money doesn't determine a better marriage, but character and loyalty does.
Good night, man. Ain't that juicy?
Now, to me, to tie this into the whole Nelly and Ashanti thing.
Yeah.
Nelly and Ashanti have been rocking with each other for over 20-some years.
Uh-huh.
Okay, they said in the TV show that they went through like a 6-year period where they didn't talk to one another. You know. But when they did end up hooking back up, it's pretty much like nothing ever happened. Okay.
Yeah.
And although they didn't put everything, you didn't see every fight, you didn't see every drama, you didn't see every moment on social media, you didn't see it posted on TikTok, you didn't see it posted on the internet. Ashanti herself said in that TV show that there was times where she cursed him out. She said those times where stuff got broken.
Yeah. Oh.
Those times where, they were fighting. At the end of the day, shorty from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was times where there was that fighting, there was that arguing, there was that back and forth, and that is stuff that, like I say a lot, you don't broadcast your relationship on the internet for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And because they were so private and didn't broadcast all of their problems, all of their issues, they never said word for word, bar for bar, everything that caused their relationship to fall apart. They just said, hey, there was some incidents, and there might not have been some infidelity in there, and we just not together no more. But by them celebrating that 20 plus years in the game with one another, they're celebrating all of those mistakes that was made.
Yeah.
So if he says something and she's not making a big deal of it, like if she didn't look at him during that interview and be like, bro, you for real though?
Yeah.
Because why I'm having that look? Like, you can say something if we out and about or we amongst people, even if we recording or whatever.
Yeah.
If you say something, I can give you a look and be like, really?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, I know. You looked at me like that before.
Yeah, and the look that I give you, you gonna know. You feel me?
Yeah, catch my attention.
But it seems as if she didn't take it a certain way. So it's like, why is it that the internet chooses to blast and make something out of nothing?
You know why?
Why?
Because the internet want to be in everybody's business except for their own.
And it's crazy to me.
And that's the honest to God truth.
And it is absolutely
And one
insane.
thing that you said is that they don't show everything on the camera.
Right.
Hell, we don't know what's really going on. Okay? We don't know what's really going on behind closed doors.
Right.
They regular folk just like we. You know what I'm saying? Every relationship has its turmoils, its ups and downs.
Right.
Okay? So it's not perfect. If you're looking for a perfect relationship, you're going to be looking forever.
Right.
Because ain't nothing perfect. There was only one person that was perfect. That's Christ. But at the same time, what you said in that thing, we're not celebrating 10, 20, 30, 40 years. We're celebrating the fact that we done been through so much.
Yeah.
Through the roller coaster.
Right.
The loopsy-doopsies and the ups and downs. And that what makes you. That what makes the relationship. If you ain't willing to go through the struggle, are you really down with the team?
Right.
And I told you that, right? I use it for an example. Look, I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan, okay? I say this with pride. Even though my team suck, and I stay in Kansas City, who has probably one of the best team in NFL, but I'm not a Chiefs fan. But a lot of people be like, why you root for the Falcons? It's because that's my team. Exactly. That's my team. And I'm going to root for them whether they suck or whether they good, during the bad times and the good times. That's kind of how a relationship is. Hey, yeah, it's going to suck sometimes. But are you going to give up on it?
Right.
No, I'm not.
Right. You and I have been together for... This is what, year 18? We've been together for 18 years. I'm married for almost 17 years, right?
Yep.
And Lord knows we have been through some stuff.
Yeah, and I can honestly say, I mean, I'm not proud to say it, but I've put her through more stuff than she's put me. But you know,
gone through it together.
We've gone through it together, and she's stuck it out with me. You know, we get pissed off at each other like anybody else does with their person, but we stay strong.
Yeah.
We stay strong. We made threats before.
Plenty. I packed a plenty of bags.
Packed bags up and then dipped out on me, but
what touched me about like that saying and what really made me like take it personal when they are talking about the whole Nelly and Ashanti situation and all that is because you don't know what a person has been through.
No, you don't.
You can look at a person, and I've had people tell me before, y'all relationship goals. It's like, oh, please don't use me as a relationship goal, you know, because we done been through it. We just don't broadcast everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But when they said, you know, you're not celebrating that 20, 30 years, you're not celebrating being together, you're celebrating everything that you done overcome.
Yep.
And like, we were literally sitting here, we were just talking about it earlier, you remember, and we were like, you know, you take it serious when we say started from the bottom, now we're here.
Started from
because we came from, you know, not having nothing to now. I'm not saying that we have everything, but we are in a more blessed situation than we were when we first started out, you know? And we sit back and we count our blessings and we look at everything that we've been through and we look at all the turmoil we've been through. We looked at all the situations that we've been through and times where we could have just walked away and forgot it, but we stuck it out. Sometimes those bad days outweigh the good days, and that right there is what you're celebrating.
Exactly.
So to bring it full circle, you know, when you look at the Nelly and the Ashanti situation, you know, they're not just celebrating, hey, we just had a baby. They're not just celebrating, hey, we're finally together. Hey, we did that. Hey, we married. No, they're celebrating all those rough times that they're together. They're celebrating that 6-year break that they went through, that now they are, you know, finally where they want to be with one another, you know. They're looking at times where they wanted to call it quits, but they chose to, you know, push through it. That right there is something that the rest of the world knows nothing about. And quite frankly, the rest of the world will probably never know anything about. And honestly, when it comes to people's opinions, my favorite line is people's opinions is like a butthole. Everybody has one. You get what I'm saying? And if you let other people's opinions affect your relationship, or you let other people's opinions affect the way that you're going with your spouse or your significant other, heck, in life in general, you'll never be happy.
You won't be happy.
Because as long as you're trying to make other people happy, you're going to be miserable.
Exactly. And the only person that you really need to focus on making happy is yourself and the person that you're with.
Right.
To hell with what everybody else got to say.
And you look at them, and it's like they're having fun together.
Yeah.
You know, there's times where they get frustrated with one another, but that's partnership. There's times where I get frustrated with you.
Yeah.
Heck, I got frustrated with you before this podcast right here because I'm like, dude, we're about to record. Do you really got to take a shower right now?
Yeah, I had to get fresh, man.
It's like they can't smell you through the
I
audio.
know that, but I've been at work all day. I want to get fresh. You know what I'm
But
saying?
people are going to take stuff like as minute as that and run with it, and
Yep.
that's let this be a lesson to people, I guess you can say.
Okay.
If a person is commenting your relationship and they are not in that relationship with you,
Mm-hmm.
you should not let that affect your relationship.
Not at all.
Because if Ashanti is sitting back reading all these comments
Yeah.
and reading all this negativity,
Yeah.
that can play a toll on a person's mental health.
It-
That can start an argument within her
Yeah.
relationship that she didn't even know existed, all
Didn't
because
even-
she's looking at
mhm.
the opinions of other people.
Mhm.
It's like we live in a society right now where it's like, dang, is it a crime for people to be happy?
Look, no, it's not.
Like, can
But,
I
look.
not just smile and enjoy the person that I'm with?
But you know what though? I'm glad that you say that because you already know misery loves company.
Yes, sir.
Other people out there, they look at you and be like, "Hey, I want what they got."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have it, and I seen they can't get it. Guess what? I'm gonna find something negative so I can pull them down to my level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what it is. There's more miserable people in the world than there are happy people. And the miserable people want to see you unhappy if you are happy.
But what's that line I gave you earlier? You remember I told you I was reading, and one thing that stuck out to me
Yeah.
is that comparison
Uh-huh.
is a thief of joy.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say
Let
that.
me say it one more time for the people in the back.
Say it one more time, baby.
It said, comparison
Uh-huh.
is the thief of joy.
The thief of joy.
If you are always comparing yourself to what the next person has,
Mm-hmm.
you're blowing the opportunity to actually enjoy the
Yeah.
blessing that is laid right
Absolutely.
in front of you. Okay?
And yeah.
So if you are always saying, well, so-and-so, if that was me,
Yeah.
if that was me, it
Yeah.
ain't you.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, if you focus on you
Yeah.
and what was going on in your world
Yep.
instead of focusing on that if that was me or I would do
Yeah.
world, maybe, just maybe, you wouldn't be as miserable.
Exactly.
It's like you're sitting over here
That's
overlooking
it.
what you have going on in life,
That's
overlooking
it.
the good in your life to focus on what everybody else has
Yep.
going on in their life. And of course, from the outside looking in, you know, they always say grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, of course, Susie's life is going to look better than yours
Yeah.
because Susie is going to make that
Exactly.
platform look like her
Exactly.
life is great, but you
Uh-huh.
don't know what's going on with her once she closes her blinds at night.
Absolutely. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
comparison is the thief of joy.
Exactly.
Stop worrying about what other people got going on. And
Exactly.
what the old folks say, sweep around your own front
Exactly.
door.
And if you do that, okay, ain't nobody judging you because we all have been
Oops, sorry, my bad.
we all have been there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We all have been there. There's been times where, you know what I'm saying, situations come up, I'm like, God dang, bro. I mean, this boy right here, he got this, he got that. Man, I need to get that too. You feel me? I need to do that. And that's comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Once you stop doing that and just, like you said, focus on you,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want would come to you because you would begin to attract that instead of hindering your blessings.
Right.
And that is definitely one thing that's true. I mean, I think that's all spiritual though, but you can hinder your own blessings by what we call hating.
Mm-hmm.
It's straight up hating. You know what I'm saying? If you see something that a person got and you compare yourself saying, man, I need that too, but I ain't got it. I don't like that they got it. You hating.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to stop doing that. People got to stop doing that. And don't hinder your blessings. Don't hinder your happiness because of what somebody else has.
Mm-hmm.
And like with Ashanti and Nelly, man, they happy.
Right.
Ashanti, she
Who?
Ashanti.
Married that poor girl.
Yeah, my bad,
somebody
y'all.
else.
Ashanti, she brought that into fruition when she made that song. I'm so happy. How that song go?
How did I know we wouldn't get through one podcast without you trying to sing?
Hey,
Without you turning this into freaking
Hey.
carpool karaoke.
hey,
Bruh.
hey. See, you hating.
Bruh. But full circle, like, because we getting down to 30 minutes. And this year, this season,
We ain't got it. Look,
we gon'
no, we ain't got to do that.
I'm making 30-minute podcasts. We gonna make this happen.
Whatever happens.
We gonna make this
If it
happen.
keeps going, it just keeps going.
So bringing it full circle. Okay?
Yeah.
Regardless of what you do in life, there is always going to be somebody
Yep.
out there
Yep.
hating on what you do.
Yep.
The only thing that you have to remember is as long as they are hating on you,
Yep.
that means they are paying attention to you.
Absolutely.
Because in order for you not to like what I do or
Yep.
not to like what I say, you first would have to watch what I do and listen to what I say.
You say. Yep.
Okay? So, Ashanti, Nelly, if you ever listen to this,
That'd be cool.
if you ever listen to this, I think y'all know better than anybody.
Yep.
If they not in your relationship, their opinion is irrelevant.
It don't matter.
Their opinion is irrelevant. If they're not laying next to you at night, what they have to say about your relationship does not matter at all.
Don't matter.
And coming from the other side, the outside looking in, maybe just maybe if you stop paying attention to all of the crab legs and the lobster tails and all that the person next to you has on their plate, you'll know that God has a buffet set out for you. Only thing you gotta do is stop paying attention to your neighbor and look at what God has laid out in front of you. And maybe, just maybe, your life will go a little smoother.
Exactly. You'll be full on your own blessings.
You hear me? Yeah.
That's it.
You got anything you want to add?
Hey, that was it, man. Hey, I think we got something good on that one.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like to take the time out to say thank you for tuning in one more time.
One more again.
The KC Vibe Podcast. We official now. We got a website.
Yeah.
So jump over to that website. Check out kcvibepodcast.com. That's KCV as in Victor, IBE podcast.com. There will be a link there that you can click on. It'll take you to all of our social media platforms. It will take you to all of our podcast links. It'll take you to the YouTube, anything that you need for KC Vibe. Also, we still have the email askkcvibe@gmail.com. That's ASKCVIBE.com. If you have any questions, concerns, you want to just give your opinion, or you just want to drop some love, you can go ahead and do that. I'm still on the same social media platforms. You can follow me on TikTok at AO_KO and the number 2. That's AYO_KAYO and the number 2. We're also KC Vibe Podcast on all social media networks.
Yep.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yep.
Facebook.
Yep.
I think that's all of them.
All right. If you want to know my social media, look.
Click the link tree.
Click the link tree, man.
Yeah. And if you can't find the link tree, go to kcvibepodcast.com. That's KCVIBE podcast.com. And baby, that is a wrap for season 3, episode 1. Thank you for joining us. We hope you guys learned something. We hope you guys took something away from this. And if you didn't take anything away from this, it's cool. Just keep tuning in. Maybe you'll take something away next week, because we are back every week. Every single Friday, we are back to vibe with you guys. So thank you once again for all the love. Thank you once again for all the support.
That's right.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe to all of our social medias. And if you don't do nothing but share this with one person in your network, go ahead and do that. Because you never know when somebody needs to hear what it is that you just listened to.
That's it.
You got anything else, baby?
Hey, that's it, man.
All right. Well, you already know how we do it. I'm the K.
And I'm the C.
Thanks for vibing with us. We will see you guys next time. Bye.